Scorpion Island is furious. The countdown to the Great Escape has begun.
And now the island wants to remind the adventurers who's boss. It's fed up with Sting and Claw's incredible spirit and wants to break it before the final escape.
It has sent torrential rainstorms down to batter the adventurers and has turned the gameplay on its head.
Stop panicking right now. I'm not gonna let you stop. Just do it!
Abby and Maddie are ready for the Power Captain's face-off.
I'm very brave and I'm very confident I can win.
Today she's not gonna be braver than me.
It's epic. It could only be Scorpion Island.
Welcome to Escape from Scorpion Island. I'm Marlene.
And I'm Johnny.
You join us on a rather rainy penultimate day as 10 brave adventurers take on the toughest of islands in a series of awesome adventures.
Two teams, Sting and Claw, with a common goal to escape this devious island.
Ooh, and the Great Escape is getting closer and closer. In fact, they can almost touch freedom.
The legendary Team Sting and Team Claw have been going head-to-head in massive trials and challenges, with each adventurer representing an island power.
Since the island revealed the totem pieces were a physical advantage in the final stage of the race to escape, competition has reached an all-time peak.
Bring it on!
Last time saw the birth of Team Sting's very own Scorpion Man.
I think Claw should watch out for Scorpion Man because he's a great guy for Sting, but Claw, that's a different story altogether.
And despite a valiant effort from Claw and Power Captain Rachel, Angus romped to victory in the Island Challenge again.
The winner is Team Sting!
Woo! This means Sting now have 7 sands of time and a massive head start in the final race to escape. And they're buzzing.
However, not to be outdone, Rachel led Team Claw to victory in the Totem Trial, showing a stamina that Claw will need to harness in the impending final escape.
Team Claw are the winners. Well done, guys.
Claw have now won 7 totem pieces and have a height advantage in the final climb up Freedom Rock and a vital confidence boost.
So it's locked at 7-all, but which advantage will prove more crucial? Today the last Island Challenge and Totem Trial will be fought. Maddie and Sting desperately need to win a totem piece to narrow Claw's height advantage.
And Abby and Claw desperately need to win the Island Challenge to reduce Sting's head start.
The furious island creates more unrelenting stormy weather. If that wasn't burden enough, the Power Captains must go head-to-head in the Totem Trial before the Island Challenge.
I'm very brave and I'm very confident I can win.
Today she's not gonna be braver than me.
Welcome, Sting and Claw, to a very wet arena of the powers. Today we're going to play In the Line of Fire, and you're playing for a totem power piece, and today's piece represents bravery.
The object of In the Line of Fire is to correctly predict which of the 3 holes the opposing team captain will sit under and then tip water on their head from the other side of the wall. For each direct hit, the firing team will score a point. A miss scores nothing. After 5 rounds of pouring, Power Captains will swap sides of the wall and the person firing will become the target. Whichever captain scores the most hits will win the final totem piece.
Well, the island is pouring down already, but I've got a feeling somebody's going to get even more drenched. Team Sting, are you ready?
Ready!
Team Claw, are you ready?
Ready!
Maddie, I'm going to come to you first. You're the target. Please select the position that you want. Thumbs up. Team Claw, go!
The teams cannot see what the other is doing. This is all about knowing how your rival power captain's mind works.
Time to try.
What? So that's 1 point for Team Claw so far.
1 out of 1. First blood to Abby.
Okay, now it's the second round. Maddie, are you ready? Thumbs up. Okay, Team Claw, go!
Maddie has chosen the same hole to outwit Abby. A risky double bluff.
And that's another fight.
I knew they did!
Team Claw, Maddie getting ready.
The tactics have backfired. 2 out of 2.
Okay, it's time for round 3. Pick your position. Can I get a thumbs up, please? You happy with that position, Maddie? Okay, Team Claw, go!
Abby makes a power captain's decision and disregards his teammates' advice.
And it's a miss. No points.
And crucially, it's the first miss for Claw. 2 hits out of 3.
So it's on to round 4. Can Team Claw get another point in? Are you happy? Final position.
Maddie has a last-minute change of heart.
Thumbs up. Okay, Team Claw, go!
Has Bronte heard Maddie's footsteps? She seems confident, but her power captain isn't so sure.
That one.
And it's another miss.
Abby should have listened to Bronte. 2 out of 4 for Claw.
Okay, it's on to round 5. So far, a 50% success rate for Claw. This could make all the difference. Maddie, please pick your final position under one of the holes. Can I get a thumbs up? Team Claw, for the 5th and final time in this round, go!
There's uncertainty on the Claw side, especially in Abby's balance. Direct hit!
And it's another point for Team Claw. That's 3 points out of a possible 5.
So, 3 strikes to Claw. Will it be enough, or can Maddie lead her team to the final totem piece? Abby is now the target for Maddie. Now he's got to psychologically outwit her with his choices.
Okay, we're going to start with Abby. Please select your final position under one of the holes. Can I get a thumbs up, please, Abby? Okay, Team Sting, go!
Sting seemed confident.
And that's 1 point for Sting. 1 point out of 1, 100% success rate so far.
Bad start for Abby. 1 out of 1 for Sting.
It's time for round 2. Please select another final position.
Abby's teammates are using bluffing tactics. Will Sting take the bait?
Abby, can I get a thumbs up? Okay, Team Sting, go! It wasn't much of a drenching, but that definitely counts. It's another point for Team Sting.
Sting trusted their instincts. 2 out of 2.
Abby, please pick your final position, please.
Will Maddie fall for these psychological tactics?
Okay, Team Sting, go. And it's another drenching. 3 points out of a possible 3 points. Level pegging. It's time for round 4, guys. Abby, please pick your final position.
More banging from Abby, but if Maddie chooses correctly, she's won it for Sting. Just one more direct hit and victory is hers.
And it's a miss.
Abby is hanging on by his fingernails. 3 out of 4 for Sting.
This is what it all boils down to. If Sting manages to get a point here, they've won that totem power piece. However, if they don't manage to get a point, it's a draw. Final position, please, Abby.
It all hinges on this. Massive decisions have to be made on both sides of the wall. One more hit and Sting win.
Abby, can I get a thumbs up? Final position.
Even Rachel is getting in on the bluffing act.
All is resting on this Team Sting. You've won a totem power piece if you get this point.
Will Maddie be duped by those splashing noises? It looks like it.
And they've missed. That is a tie.
Sting hit their target 3 out of 5 times. Maddie's tactics were on a par with Abby's, and it's stalemate in this last crucial totem trial.
So as you guys know, Sting got 3 points, as did Team Claw, 3 points apiece. So we have a tie. And in the event of a tie, the island has deemed that we go to the Dial of Destiny. Whichever colour the Scorpion Sting lands on will take home the totem power piece. In 3, 2, 1, I will now spin the Dial of Destiny. The winner of the totem power piece is Team... Well done, guys. That was so close. Now, obviously, Team Claw, you guys still have more totem power pieces. However, Sting are catching up. Well done, guys. This is Johnny signing off from a very wet Arena of the Powers.
Team Claw make their way back to their muddy camp. The island is fuming that one of these teams will soon escape and sends down even more rain. Claw may have just lost their first totem trial in 5, but their spirit is still good and they're still together as a team. All they can do is shelter in their camp and stay positive.
I think Claw can win Scorpion Island if everyone brings out their strengths, like they do when they win in challenges.
I think that Claw can win Scorpion Island because we're a very nice team and we're very competitive and very strong and we always have hope in us.
It is
so important that we win Escape from Scorpion Island because you've worked so hard for it and we've tried our absolute best. We will try our hardest and try to get as far as we can and try to beat Sting because it's really important that we win this.
The final island challenge is almost upon the adventurers. This is the final chance for the teams to win a bag of the Sands of Time, which represents a head start in the race to escape and could really mean the difference between winning and losing. Sting have 7 bags to Claw's 3, precisely the reverse of the Totem Power Piece count-up. So, as Sting have won the most island challenges and Claw have won the most Totem trials, the island has devised a final island challenge, which combines elements of both kinds of game. It's an island challenge like no other. It's a Totem trial turned up to 11, and despite having won today's Bravery Totem trial, Sting do not have a good track record in them. Will this result in a cautious and nervy approach from them? The island hopes so, just as it hopes to Wrong Foot Claw, who have struggled with island challenges. So, having deviously put everyone out of their comfort zones, the island is going to relish this. This is bravery. This is scales of justice. There is a giant set of scales and the teams have got to compete to weigh it down in the shortest time. One member of each team will be passing heavy coconuts to 2 of their teammates, who must move one at a time to cross a course made up of 6 rain-soaked, slippery log plinths, using awkward wooden chutes to move the coconuts and deliver them onto the scales. The team starts with 25 coconuts, but if they drop one or touch the ground while they've got one in their chute, then that one is abandoned, and the team has to go back up the hill and begin the course all over again with the next. Their opponents are armed with 12 foam arrows to throw at them, and for every one that hits home, a 15-second penalty is added to their time. It's going to be a terrifying onslaught, and it could be decisive. When the scales tip, the clock is stopped, and whichever team manages it quicker wins. Maddie has selflessly opted to load the coconuts and is leaving the chutes to her physically larger teammates. It's a brave decision from a Bravery Power captain, but will it pay off?
Team Sting, are you ready? Ready! 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, and this is a careful start. Claw are ready with their arrows, and an early strike could really put Sting off. Sting are really concentrating it. Oh, and here's Abby. No. And now Bronte. Ah, just too short. And last up, Brandon. Oh. But yes, Sting have got their first coconut across. Sting was so brave under fire here. Maddie and Brandon both got really close with their arrows, but it didn't stop Michael and Shia reaching the scales with their first coconut. Still, if those shots helped Claw get their aim in, they could really make the arrows count next time. They're off again. Whoa! And here goes Brandon with a second throw. Oh, bang on! Brandon's arrow strikes Michael right in the chest. It must be so off-putting. And of course, it means a 15-second penalty will be added to Sting's time. Abby's really hurling that arrow. Close, but no. And now Bronte. Oh, so close again. But Sting do not look rattled, and they're being so careful with their shoots. Such focus from Michael and Shia here, and that's their second one in. Maddie's loading another coconut. Michael's really speeding up here, but he's got to be careful not to slide off the ultra-slippery rain-soaked plinths. And here go Claw with the arrows again. No. Yes. And one more from Bronte. Oh, close, but no. Brandon gets another direct hit here. He really seems to have got control of the arrows, and it's given Sting another 15-second penalty, which means there's even more pressure on Michael and Shire now. Well, that's their third coconut in, but thanks to Brandon, the clock is almost at 2 minutes already. They've got to get a move on. This is steady play. Claw set with their few remaining arrows, but Sting aren't letting it. Whoa, here's Brandon again. Oh, so close. Brandon was going for his hat-trick of hits here, but Shire steps off the plinth and the arrow just misses her. Another great effort from Brandon, but no time penalty here. Michael's standing on one leg to make this pass, and so Shire to get their fourth coconut in. It's effective, but it's tactically dangerous, and they've got to stay in the zone.
These guys, their concentration is second to none. They're just not being put off by the arrows.
Abby was close there, but has it put them off? Oh, whoa!
Oh, he's off the flim.
Abby's strike misses, but perhaps it unnerves Shire, who drops the coconut. Michael pulls off a terrific catch, but because he's not on a plinth, he's not allowed to be holding the coconut. So it's back to square one for Sting, and the time wasted could yet prove decisive. They really can't afford to make another mistake like that. And Abby's set with Claw's final arrow. He's got to make this count. Oh, and he does! A terrific throw from Abby means it smacks right into Michael and adds another 15 seconds to Sting's time. But that was the last arrow, and so now, while their opponents see this challenge out, it seems all Claw can do is stand, watch, and wonder if they've done enough. Or can they find another way to influence Sting's game?
Ignore them, ignore them.
So, thanks to Abby, the clock's just past the 3-minute mark. That's coconut 5 in, but Sting have still got a lot of work to do. Solid teamwork from Sting. They are knuckling down and working so well together here.
Drop, drop. The scales are slightly moving, but they need to balance them in their favour.
How many coconuts is that going to take? Well, that's their 6th coconut in. No major movement at the scales, but Maddie must be happy to have chosen such efficient-seeming competitors.
Interestingly, they've swapped rounds, and Michael's now doing the last coconut. Fantastic balancing, good communication. These guys, they really are going for it.
There's not a lot of talking going on here. They're just concentrating hard and making this look easy. He's on one leg again, and that's coconut 7 in.
I hit Michael in the face.
They just need to keep focused. Is there anything Claw can do to put them off?
Leeches on your forehead, Shire.
Haha, well, that was an unexpected tactic from Abby. He's trying to distract them, but has it psyched Sting out at all?
Wasn't that ball?
They're not letting it show if it has.
I nearly shouted
That's their 8th coconut in now.
The scales are slightly moving, but still not enough to just tip the balance.
Still there. Oh, he's off the plinth. Michael doesn't get fully on the plinth here. His left foot is clearly on the ground, but before he has a chance to see if he could get away with this, his right foot slips on the rain-soaked wood, and he totally loses his balance. So, as the clock approaches 5 minutes, they are up the hill and back to the start again. And after that last error from Michael, they need to be extra sure of their footing now. Whoa, hang on. Well, it's in, but will it count? Michael isn't really set when Shire starts to pass the coconut to him here, but he had just lifted his left foot off the ground when he received it, so he was unbelievably close to causing their 9th one on the scales to be null and void, but he just got away with it. That was a terrific piece of luck for Team Sting. Remember, they're setting the time for Claw to try to beat, and so they could really do without any more time-wasting mishaps. Still, this is such a strong, silent concentration. Oh, whoa! Michael nearly lost it, but it was a great recovery, and it's in. That's coconut number 10. He's looking totally drained now.
Time, guys.
Whoa!
Yes!
More haste, less speed. Another coconut down.
This is a massive coconut wipeout for Michael. He tries to move his left hand, but instead loses all grip on the chute, sending the coconut flying out.
Guys, stop going so fast. Try and take your time.
Oh no, he almost dropped another one. Shire looks unfazed, but this is worrying stuff. Is power captain Maddie beginning to regret selecting Michael after all?
Now, although there's no more arrows being fired, it looks like they're putting pressure on themselves by going too fast. I think they just dropped another coconut.
That's right, Mylene, and it's really wasted valuable time for Sting. Not only that, but it's wasted crucial energy too. They look absolutely exhausted now. They've got to be hoping they won't need to deliver that many more coconuts. Yes, the scales are tipping.
And that's it! Game over! Stop the clock! Well done.
Well, this was a strong effort from Sting, bravely facing the arrows and calmly delivering the coconuts. Claw managed to hit them for 3 15-second time penalties, and thanks to the challenge literally wrong-footing Michael, they managed to waste a good many seconds themselves. But still, they lowered the scales at 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Will Claw be able to do any better?
Next time on Scorpion Island.
The pressure swings back on Abby's shoulders as he leads Claw into the last ever island challenge.
Right now, I'm not gonna let you stop. Just do it!
But Island Challenge Masters Sting have set an impressive time to beat.
Can Abby handle the pressure, or will it be another loss just when he needs it least?
There can only be one winner.
Sting versus Claw, and the island is getting even angrier.
So all that Scorpion stuff is on the next show, and you can catch all the action online now.
You're not going to want to miss a single moment. The escape now is so close. Be sure to join us as we try to escape from Scorpion Island.
Bye.
Bye.